So today we're going to use 3ds Zephyr's animator feature, basically creating a video of your project within Zephyr, and you can export it into a video format to then share it with clients or whoever it may be, or in today's case, putting on a website. The other piece of this is on Squarespace, uploading a video. I ran into a problem on the video basically not uploading correctly. You can jump ahead, but my solution was to use HandBrake. Here's my end product here. At the top of my website, pretty simple. These are videos where you have to click the play to get them going, a little bit less busy. And then if you scroll down at this point, I feel like you're a little bit more committed and you're ready for a little bit more movement on the eye. So you can see the different industries and kind of different types here. And even on this one, you can see along the top, those little blue boxes are in 3ds Zephyr, the different camera captures that it compiles together to make the, we'll start with 3ds Zephyr, we'll go through looking at textured mesh and doing the animator, setting up the spiral. Okay, so we are in 3ds Zephyr now with our project open. We want to make sure that the project that we have selected is what we actually want to record video of, so we've got our textured mesh selected down here. And then we're going to go into the animator. If you're not seeing the animator up, you can go into view, and then the animator is right here. It's going to pull it up over here. And then we are going to do create automatic plan. You can do individual movements, like say, hey, I want to start here, and then end up over here on the left, and then go up here. You can add these positions. Click it, then it will kind of like jump in between them, and you can make that smooth by adding several positions, and or the other option, delete these out, is the create automatic plan. With this, there's a couple options as to kind of pre-built flight paths, if you will. We'll plug in those key points, as you'll see here. So we'll do spiral. Go into next. Spiral by default is going to set up like multiple orbits, so we're going to bring that down to 1. And then the other thing it's going to set up by default is steps. It's going to like kind of make the orbits different verticals. So we're going to nix those out. We just want one smooth circle. I don't know if you guys watched X-Men back in the day, but the closing credits, they have the scene where it goes through the characters and they spin. Anyway, and then when you look at this here, so you got a couple controls. The ring itself is going to rotate that orange ring, which is your radius. And when you look at it here, you can kind of see a couple things. So there's that gap. It's going to start right here, and then it's going to rotate to the side. These little boxes on this ring, those are the view you're going to be looking for, which you can adjust that view from this pitch. So I found that 30 tends to be my nice spot. I kind of like how it looks down at that amount. Between the different models I have on that website there, not all 30, but it's kind of where I like to be at. And then the other controls here is you can raise and lower where that orbit or that spiral is happening. You're going to tend to need to raise it a little bit, and we can check where it's at. And then, of course, the centering. So that way, we can try and somewhat line it up so it's centered. You probably have your best luck if you were to go on top. I believe there's a shortcut on 3ds Zephyr to jump to the top. Might be good to learn those hotkeys when you're moving around in here. So before we finish, we're going to hit play just to see how we're looking here. That's pretty good. Again, removing these little camera where the pictures were taken from view, you're going to want to toggle that. And so now, yeah, we're starting on the left, rotating around rather than starting on the back view. It's probably better this way. Now that looks good, we're going to, I didn't talk about radius. In this case, it actually looks pretty good, but One little tip that I've seen here, you know, if you're 10, say you got a small building or maybe just an object, you can start at 10, and it can kind of be nice to find your radius by then just adding zeros, you know, and seeing where you want to come out at. For us, we were around 200, 250, I think, by default, and that looked pretty good. So I want to show the scale of how large this this mall is. So we're going to hit finish. It's going to load in these key points. From here, you could even go in and add additional points, have it do a spiral, then go up to a top view, or have it zoom out. Pretty nice feature there. And before we hit record to actually make the video, we want to make sure that we turn these cameras' visibility off so they're not going to be in the recording. Otherwise, it will show those blue frames and you'll have to do it again. Processing, it's going to take another 6 minutes. If you are able to use a smaller resolution, it's going to record that video a lot quicker. Same thing if you got less points. So take that into consideration if you don't need as much. And now we've got our village market file. I kind of want to show you the error just to show you when it doesn't work. Add video, upload file, an MP4 I just made from 3ds Zephyr. It's about 600 megabytes. That's decent size, you know. It looks like it's going to be successful, and spoiler alert, yeah, there's unable to load, so try again. So the fix for me personally was using HandBrake. Again, free software here, so we're going to go into HandBrake. We're going to drag this file in. It's pretty easy. Then you got some options from within here. I don't claim to know what the best presettings are. 1080p, you know, really for these little tiles on Squarespace, they probably don't need to be that nice, but I'm going to aim high. We're going to go for the 4K 2160 and web optimize. So it moves fairly quickly. While this goes, I just want to go through some features. So if you mute a video, it will let you turn it on autoplay. You can also loop it. Player controls is whether or not it has like the play buttons. There's just minimal play. So we're going to flip that to none, and then it's going to look like these compared to up here. It's kind of nice when you come in, these are play, and it makes it a little less busy when you come in. You kind of got to, like, you know, scroll and commit and get to this part, and these will be auto playing. So down here you can see the status, and it fills up, and then it kind of does this last little check before it finishes, but it should go through okay. Work on the size. The one nice thing too is while it's uploading one, it's capable of doing multiple. So when I first put these in, I was going, clicking, duplicating, upload, duplicate, upload, you know, do the work. There she are. Okay, I hope this might have helped. Some pretty specific examples here, but if you're learning 3ds Zephyr and its features, the animator is great. 3ds Zephyr in general is very user-friendly. All of this is possible on the light version, and if you're getting into photogrammetry and say maybe using Meshroom, which is a free software, the upgrade is seriously worth it. They have a trial, so check it out. And then HandBrake, free software, great for this particular use case of trying to get those videos to upload into Squarespace. But there's going to be other scenarios. If you're struggling to get a video to upload to Instagram, to get a video to the right file type to be on a mobile phone or a tablet, can be a great resource. So follow along if you'd like to see more of these features. I'll dive more into 3ds Zephyr and drone mapping. And yeah, watch Aero Map Drone Solutions as we go on. These are the early days. This is tutorial 1, so